We have a brand new cutting die from the Fabulous Folded collection, and I will tell you there's so much that you can do with this. This was the very first card that was made, and you can see that this strip is one of the cutting dies, and there are some small ones that let you have a scene on the inside, and that's right there, but there's so much more. So won't you please come play with us? Before I get into Debbie's amazing creations, let me just show you what this is. So as you can see, there's one long strip, looks like this. It has 2 score lines. It is 10 inches long. Now, if you want to, you can use the elongated plate. This just allows you to push it through your machine in one fell swoop. However, the score lines are really in one area, so if you just wanted to run it through your machine like this and then trim off the excess, you could do that. So you've got options, and there's also the shorter one. There are, as always, diagrams and text telling you how to do it, but basically what Debbie has done on this card is she has first taken the card front, and let me show you. She simply scored it. I'm taking something apart over here. Okay, here's my 5 by 6.5 inch card. So she scored it 2.5 inches and folded like that, just the front. So this creates the base. And then she took the long piece, and you will be cutting, well, you can cut as many as you want, but what's nice to know is that this is going to attach to the card down here, and then this is going to attach to the card on the inside like this, so that they form at the exact same size of the card. So gluing it here, and you want to leave that open, because if you decide to do what Debbie did, which is to create space for some other dies on the inside, that's what that small piece does. So you can die cut, we recommend 2 or 3, whatever you like, and then put extra sticky tape on each narrow end, and that's just outside the 2 score lines, and then fold these back. Same thing with the other one. And then you can put them into that center area. Normally when we're doing something like this, we have the legs of this piece against the card, and then the second one with the legs against the first one. But you can do whatever you want. In this case, Debbie kind of separated them, so that works too. But look at that, how fun. Okay, this is just step 1. Now, let's see what else the amazing woman has done. I'm going to get these tucked away. And I guess what I also want to tell you is what she used. So she used Forest Magic, and you can see on the front of the card exactly the area that she used. So she used that, and she used the other parts of this same sheet, and this is Forest Magic. And then she went into the Forest Magic cutting dies, and she used the Forest Magic Solid. Okay, you see all the colors. We've always got shades of colors in there, and that's what she used to die cut not only the deer and the trees, but also the flowers. And look how that spray is just going to go over that piece in the center. How nice. And then It's Your Day, Celebrate. That is one of the Forest Magic die cuts. So she used many of the pieces in there. I don't know why she didn't use the chipboard. Oh, I guess also this piece and the hello that are sitting on this bottom Easy Duo display piece are also out of the die cuts. So just very fun. Okay, so that's our first one. Now, so she has that opening, as you saw at the bottom. Okay, so you can count me back in.
Okay, 3, 2.
Okay, now she has turned her card, so she has the fold at the top, and look at what she did. How neat is that? Just like that. So she's just turned it. Here's how it was. She just turned it like this. Oh, but she has it actually like this. So then she put the longer strip right there. But look what happens is that she lets this kind of float in the middle. So she just put one of those center strips, and she's got one of the die cuts. And here, I just think that is so fun. And she has used the new, which I think it just came out not long ago, Flit and Flutter. And here is the sheet that she used. So you can see this little hummingbird, and you can see the dots going up the side right there. In fact, she just kind of trimmed it that way and put it on the inside again. This is her 5 by 6.5 inch card. It's just turned a different way. And she did use the solid Flit and Flutter for the pieces that go through the cutting die. And then she used, this is the chipboard. Let's get in close to see this. Isn't that pretty? So that is this spray. You can see it. You see it there. And then she's added some butterflies on top, which are part of this. Oh, excuse me, I guess it's this spray. I stand corrected. And she did put some butterflies in there. So there's one. And again, these are our chipboards. And you can see how those etched pieces that we have in there, all those lines, just make it so much easier to color in. So there is the second spray, there is the hummingbird, beautifully colored, and another butterfly. All of those were done with markers. Do what you love and love what you do, plus you are the most wonderful. Well, those are out of the Flit and Flutter die cuts, okay? So all of it is just going beautifully. This is the bottom of that chipboard. Isn't that pretty? Yes, so easy to do and to use. Okay, so we've got it at the bottom, we've got it at the side. I wonder what else the lady's going to do. Well, let me show you. Okay, back up just a smidge, and this has got 2 layers, 2 of those long pieces, and she did the pieces in the center, the shorter ones. But look what's going on. So this is opening just the regular card, but she did the same thing where this was scored at the 2.5 inch mark and folded back upon itself, just like this. So you're going to score at the 2.5 inch, fold it back on top, and that's going to be your card base. And she has put multiple things on here. So this is out of Threaded Whimsy, and that's the one that looks like everything has been embroidered or stitched. I do need to tell you that this is almost gone. Yes, it is. And it has the papers, of course, as you can see. Now, this is the background paper, so that's what she's used to cover her card. And she did some use the solid. And there's the Threaded Whimsy solid. You can see that orange is what she's used. And then this tag is also one of the cutouts. You Brighten My Day is one of the cutouts. Keep On Smiling is one of the cutouts. All of these pieces are done with the solid and the Flit and Flutter cutting dies. And we purposely made the flowers and the butterfly larger so they would really be substantial. That little bunny that's in there too. Isn't that neat? Just very, very fun. And what a wonderful opening when that comes. So, and the butterfly is layered. So lots of great things going on. Okay, so you can go sideways or just the regular opening, and you can put 2. Okay, and one more. Okay, are you ready? Now this says Happy Birthday. The opening is over here, so she's flipped this card, and when I open it, look what we have fluttering on the inside, hanging down from acetate. Now, when you get this and it's hanging in front of you, they will be suspended and wiggling. You can kind of see that. But when I lay it down on my table, of course, they're going to go flat. But how neat is this? So she's turned the card. Instead of being this way, she's flipped it around. Did the same thing with the scoring. And then she put one piece at the top and also did the small pieces inside. She's got 2 of them, as you can see. And then she has suspended. This is the, oh, I'm sorry, I should tell you. This is out of the Seafoam and Pearls collection. And you can see all the underwater views that it has. So this is the die cut, this is the die cut, this is the chipboard with Seize the Day, and that beautiful flowing fish, and then the boat back here, that is also part of the chipboard. Those were all colored. You could do it with ink pads. I think she did markers, but it's on this list. And she's got, there's a whole long chain, and she's cut it in pieces, and it's hanging from acetate that is hanging from those cross strips right there. Now, the crown that's in the chipboard, Debbie used a embossing pad and then the gold embossing powder. You also could use just the gold ink pad if you wanted to, but she did put pearls on top of it, and that's what that set of pearls looks like. So isn't that fun? So I think the woman is brilliant, and I love the variety of things that she gives us. So you have at the bottom, you have turning it on its side. You have two of them with the smaller ones on the inside, and then you have the whole thing flipped and one at the top to hang things. Now, think about Halloween, think about Santa coming down the chimney, lots of things going on with all of these wonderful ideas using, I think this is the least expensive fabulous folded die that we've had, and we've just got so many things to do with it, and that's what we love about the cutting dies. That's what we love about Debbie too. Okay, now there is a money saver. It's on the right hand side of your screen, and with that I put in the Seafoam and Pearls die cuts because so many were used on that last amazing card, and I wanted to make sure that you knew about that. We do have a subscription. The subscription looks like this, and we'll get in a little bit closer. And every month we come out with a brand new fabulous folded set of dies. If you want to join the subscription, it means that you will get a free goodie every single time. This time it is 2 of the die cuts. And when you join, you will get either the bow cutting die or 10 of the envelopes, either one. I'm just not sure how close we are on those bow dies. I think we only have a few left. But you will also save 10% off the cost, and you will receive it before we do the webisode. Why is that a good deal? Because on the package, it's going to give you an idea, and it's going to tell you exactly what Debbie used. So you kind of can get a hang of what's going on and get started if you like, or just kind of mull over that idea. So that's available, and that is also on the right-hand side of your screen. Now, Debbie did give a listing of all the products that she used for each of these, and if you do get this, I would ask you to take a note of all the different ways she used it, because I think that's just going to make it so much more valuable to you. Okay, well, that's what we have, the Easy Duo display. It's not an easy term, but it is an easy and smashing look. If you happen to be watching us on YouTube, we would love it if you would like us. Head on over to paperwishes.com. That is the only place on the planet that you can get this, and we don't want you to miss out, okay? And I do want to thank Debbie. As you said, I think the woman's amazing, and I do appreciate her talents, and I also appreciate you. So I want to thank you for being part of our Paper Wishes family. Stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.